dream I know, deep up my feelings for you.
The organized labor said that there will be no strike on Tuesday over the minimum wage negotiation with the federal government. Moving on, we have the marketers are saying that petrol price in Nigeria will drop to 300 if the government cooperates with Dangote. But guys, before we progress fully, welcome back to this wonderful channel to bring you back updates and information as it is hot. If today is the first time of watching, kindly subscribe, like, comment, share, and also turn the notification bell to get notified whenever we drop our video, because I'm sure you don't want to miss out the latest news happening on social media. To all our amazing subscribers, thank you so much for joining us on today's news. To all our viewers out there, thank you so much for joining us on today's news. So guys, let's proceed. My people will smoke gbege the apple for this country. Now the organized labor don't come out and talk, say there will be no strike on Tuesday over the minimum wage negotiation with the federal government. You guys can record that the organized labor suspended their national strike for 1 week while meeting with the government had to determine the new minimum wage. So the suspension ends today on Tuesday. Now, on Monday, speaking at the ongoing International Labour Conference in Geneva, Switzerland, the Nigerian Labour Congress President Joe Ajaero said that there will be no strike on Tuesday. So, speaking on the sideline of the conference, Joe Ajaero said that Labour was not going on strike as they were waiting for the decision of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Joe Ajaero said that after the president's decision, Labour National Executive Council will deliberate on the new figure. He said that the three-party committee submitted two figures to the president. Government and employees proposed 62,000, while Labour proposed 250,000. So they are waiting for the decision of the president so that their national executive committee will deliberate on the new figure. In their case, they are not going to declare strike now because the figures are with the president and they will wait for the president's decision. During the tenure of the immediate past president, the figure that was proposed to Joe Ajaero was 27,000 by the three-party committee, but the latter increased it to 30,000. So now Labour Congress are hopeful that this president will do the right thing, because President Bola Ahmed Tinubu had noted that the difference between 62,000 and 250,000 is a wide gulf. My people of small matter. Talking about the issue of governors understand about the 62,000 that was brought out. The Labour leader said that the 36 state governors claim that they cannot pay the 62,000 minimum wage proposed by the governmental employees. Joe Ajaero is asking, how can governors say that they cannot pay? That they cannot also be calling for decentralization of the minimum wage? Who is asking if their own wages is decentralized? That governors whose states are not contributing a dime to the national purse and who generate pitiable internal generated revenue are collecting the same amount as governors whose states are generating billions of dollars into the federal government purse. He said that they should decentralize their own salary since they were complaining about the 62,000 that was brought out before. So where is the governor of Edo State, Godwin Obaseki, getting his own money from? That is the question I want to ask, because he's paying 70,000 minimum wage. This is the type of governor that should be emulated and not the lazy ones. That is what Joe Ajaero is more concerned about, because if Governor Godwin Obaseki can pay 70,000, what happened to other governors? So they should try and emulate Governor Godwin Obaseki because they are not going to have anything to do with the lazy ones, because they are the ones complaining about this 2,000. Moreover, their own salary keep increasing and they are not touching their own salary. So if truly the federal government and governors are sincere with this minimum wage matter, let them make it 62,000 flat rates, or maybe they can go beyond that. Any governor, lawmaker, or presidential cabinet that assume office, their salary should start with 62k if they are complaining that the 62,000 is too much, and it should be increased based on their own performance. So I guess I'd like to know your thoughts. Your contributions, your opinions are in the comment section. I would love to hear from you. Let's keep the conversation live in our comment section. Once again, thank you so much for staying with us. Moving on to the next one. A report by the Nigerian newspaper noted that marketers have started registering with Dangote's refinery in anticipation of the refinery's supply of premium motor spirit this month. So operators of modular refineries estimated that petrol prices could drop from 620 to 300 once Dangote and other local refineries start supplying refined petrol. So these operators also noted that the reduction in petrol prices is completely dependent on government intervention. Without government ensuring the provision of adequate crude oil to local refineries, the prices would most likely remain high. So speaking on behalf of the Crude Oil Refinery Owners Association of Nigeria, Publicity Secretary Eche Idoku suggested that what happened to the cost of diesel when Dangote began manufacturing? would happen to petrol prices if it was produced in large quantity in Nigeria. Because a lot of companies today benefit from the importation of petroleum products at the expense of Nigerians. The Publicity Secretary also disclosed to Punch that if they began to produce PMS today in large volumes, provided there is adequate crude oil supply, he can assure everyone that they should be able to buy PMS at 300 naira per litre as the pump price. The Publicity Secretary also refuted the argument that petrol prices could not drop that much by noting that petrol prices would drop immediately if they started being produced in massive quantities by the indigenous refineries and raw materials were being sold in naira. So they were selling diesel for 1,700 to 1,800 per litre, but as soon as Dangote refinery started production, he brought down the price to 1,200. So what other proof do Nigerians want? That as he speaks to everyone, he said there are tendency that before December, diesel prices will drop further. That the only reason why diesel is not doing below 1,000 per litre is because of our exchange rate. And if exchange rate drops, diesel will drop below the 1,000 per litre. So now the exchange rate concern is because Dangote imports crude. If he is not importing, the exchange rate may not have been so. But I want to ask question, is the government against Dangote? Because it's meat and sugar where they compete with Dangote. Why the prices never come down? It's still high. And so many persons they complain, say they come out high for where Dangote refinery day because now instructed you to take collect license for raw crude oil. Because business no pass like this one. To me, with or without cooperating, nothing favors citizens. Make they please cooperate, make fuel price come down. Make government cooperate. Because the masses don't suffer. The stress on their side is too much. Just imagine a whole government to cooperate with one man. Omo, if not that one go bring solution. When they do because most people don't believe what they talk now. Some person they take them as scam. I can't understand exchange rates would impact diesel price because Dangote is importing crude. Now, why is Dangote importing crude? Can the public be aware of what quota of crude oil the NNPC and oil producing companies are supplying Dangote? They should also tell the masses what is being lost via crude oil theft, because transparency goes with accountability. Then the masses can know if it is to go after the oil company, NNPC, or oil thieves. My people, so many persons are still in shock with this 300 naira reduction price in petrol, because they said nothing good for nothing in this country. What again do they need from the masses for them to reduce the prices of petrol? So guys, I would like to know your thoughts, your contributions, opinions in the comment section. We would love to hear from you. Once again, thank you so much for staying to us. We really do appreciate. On this note, we have come to the end of today's segment. Till I come your witness. Stay safe, guys. Bye.